Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
It's today's best music, Magic 89.9. Hannah here. Joining me today is Indonesian-American singer, songwriter, producer, 88 rising artist, Stephanie Poetri. How are you doing today?
Hey, it's me. I'm good. How are you?
Looking so good. Off air, we were already vibing because we were like, hey, we're wearing purple. We're wearing glasses. I feel like this was planned telepathically. We're already good friends. Congratulations for the new song and congratulations for the past year.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. I came across your song, I Love You 3000, in a Spotify playlist called Kilig. Do you know what that means? It means like butterflies in your stomach. It's a Filipino word and there's no English equivalent for it, but it just makes you feel good.
How do you say it in a sentence? Right. Like, you give me kilig?
Yeah, that's right. You give me kilig. I'm feeling kilig right now.
I'm feeling
that's
kilig.
That's what your songs are exactly. Yay! So that song has 88 million views on YouTube, over 100 million streams on Spotify. How has your life changed after releasing that song this past year?
Oh my God. Like, it's crazy. It's like, I genuinely, it makes me scared to think that like me making I Love You 3000 is caused by like very tiny things that have happened in the past like year, if that makes sense. Like I was supposed to go out with my friends, they canceled on me, and then I went on Instagram, was like, hey, I want to make a song, give me a word or a phrase, and then that's how I Love You 3000 came to be. But the fact that my friends didn't cancel on me, I would not be here.
It was meant to be.
I know.
That random night of you writing music, that's serendipity right there.
I know.
It's meant to
and
be.
I was like, either I play Minecraft or I do this. Imagine if I played Minecraft. How different would my life be?
I'm glad you chose to write this song. I thought it was going to be a profound, like, you know what? I wrote this at a time of my life when I was feeling, no, it's just a random night I got bored. And
I got bored, yeah.
I got...
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. And congratulations to your latest song, just released December 1st, Selfish.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, what was your inspiration in that song?
So Selfish, okay, let me tell you the vibe, sister. So basically, have you ever like had a thing with someone, but like people don't really know, or you had a crush on someone and then you see them with someone else, right? And you're kind of like jelly. You're kind of like, you know, like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But also, you don't really have the right? Because technically, you're not together. That's basically what the song is like.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to be selfish, but I am when it comes to you. And I feel like, you know, like, if you... Okay, some people have been through that, like, relationship where it's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, are we a thing or are we not? And then you see them with someone else and you're like, grrr. But, like, I can't do that.
I call
it...
unrequited like.
Unrequited like! Like, I don't love you, but like music. Yeah. I feel that. There's not love yet.
Not love yet. We don't want to say that yet. I know a lot of people feel that same way, especially in quarantine. I feel like, you know, with online dating and everything like that.
Yeah.
You don't really know what's going on.
For sure.
So, could you share with us some stories behind the process of writing and producing that song?
Yeah, so the song actually came to me like half done. It was basically just like an idea. There was already the production, and like I think what won me over was the production and how well it was done. And there was like a like a pause in the chorus that I really liked that. And so I ended up calling with the songwriters and the producers, and we finished the song together. So that was super fun. They're so talented, love them. And yeah, that's kind of how the song came to be. They originally had like two versions, so like a full produced out one and an acoustic one. And then because I like my songs acoustic, we ended up using their acoustic version. So that was cool. And yeah, it's kind of what happened.
I love it. It's like stripped down to really focus on your voice and the feeling, right? I was wondering, in quarantine though, how has the pandemic affected your creative process? Is it through Zoom or are you doing face-to-face producing? Zoom!
It's a lot of Zoom sessions. And for me, I'm in Jakarta, Indonesia right now. And so all of my producers, right, they be in LA. That's like a 10-hour difference. So I'm like confused. So it's either I have to wake up super early or I have to be up really late. That's kind of the situation. But you know, we're getting used to it. Well, we got used to it. It's just like we have to keep you know, sending each other voice memos because of the latency
Working.
situation.
Communication is key no matter where you are in the world, and the possibilities are endless. Now
Mhm.
that we're all working online, maybe you can collab with a bunch of other people, right?
Oh my
So
god.
here,
Amen.
this is what?
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So this is part of your upcoming EP called AMPM. Tell me about that album.
Yeah, so AMPM is an EP of 6 songs, and it's divided into two, into the AM side and the PM side. So the AM side, there will be 3 songs. It's like a very like chill, like morning, like the vibe that you feel when you wake up and like, you know, you hear birds chirping and the sun is
Ooh,
like
I love that.
shining and you're like, oh my God, like I feel so soft, like a soft girl aesthetic. And then the PM side is what Selfish is in. So it's more moody, more dark, like the things you feel at
Sad
night,
girl
which are like
hours.
exactly sad girl hours, exactly. So that's
Love
what the
that.
EP is. Yeah, and we'll have a couple more singles before the EP comes out.
So when is that EP coming out? How many songs are going to be in there?
There's 6 songs, so 3 for each, and it's gonna be early next year. But I will have the next single in January.
Ooh, something to look forward to. What are the
Yes.
challenges that you had to overcome in creating this new album?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say in life. I was like, oh. In
You
this,
can go in life too.
I'm like, yes, the therapy session. In this EP was, I think it was. I remember we were having a hard time because I kept writing songs like, you know, with 2 different vibes, and I didn't know how it would fit in an EP as a project. And so we were like, wait, do you realize that these 3 songs sound like each other and these 3 sound like each other? Why don't we just make it into, you know, like a A-B situation?
Yeah,
And we were
A-B
like, okay, what do we
situation.
feel? We were like, well, this feels very like soft, like morning, and this feels like very moody and very dark and like, you know, night. And we were like, oh, we could call it AM PM.
Brilliant. We are so looking forward to it. So this new song coming out from your EP is in January, right?
Mhm.
You've had a whirlwind of a year with a bunch of new tracks. What's a goal that you want to achieve by next year?
By next year. Oh gosh, I don't know. I think to just be able to put out more music is incredible. You know, it's been a while, but I'm glad that I could, you know, be creative again and put more songs out, and also to just kind of see what my supporters think, because I feel like I you know I don't write songs just for me. I write songs just like also for them, right? To see how are they, you know, what are you feeling this month?
Mm-hmm.
What can I give you to be the soundtrack of this
Okay.
month for you? You know, that's kind of what I'm thinking,
Are you
to be able.
active on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok?
Yes. So
Lots of fans.
I just started Twitter like last year, and now I'm addicted. So like it's
I
just, I don't know. There's so many things going on. Like I never was really into Twitter because it was like just a lot of writing. And I'm a visual
It's a lot
person.
of words.
Yeah, and you know, I used to be Instagram and all the time. But now it's like, oh, you know what? When you don't think about it as like a bunch of words, but more like a couple sentences. Yeah, now I'm into it.
Statements and phrases.
Statements and
We
phrases.
love
Exactly.
it. And I think it's a great way for your fans to connect with you, right? Especially because you have such a young audience. You're only 20 years old. I wanted to ask, what is your message to any young artist out there who's figuring out their sound and voice?
Ooh, to just like be genuine with yourself. I think a lot of people have this like idea that they need to sound a certain way or to look a certain way. But I think by being yourself, that's what makes you different, right? And so like you don't want a million Stephanie Poetries. You just want one. The same way how you only want one Hannah. You know, you don't want a million. You just
Thank
need one.
you. That's
So,
right.
you know, being that one, being your own person with your own style and your own interests and hobbies, and also, you know, creativity. That's what makes you special.
Staying authentic within yourself.
Exactly.
And you have definitely found your sound and you're currently evolving and we love to see it. And I wanted to ask, Are there any dream collabs in the making?
There's
or
so
something you can look
many.
forward to, or just
There's so many.
who's your dream collab?
Let's see. My dream collab. Oh my gosh. Like okay, I'm zoning out now because there's too many. Well, okay, I've
Ariana
always said.
Grande.
Okay, that's the thing. It's like that's dreaming too big. You know what I mean?
What?
But also
I don't
because we're
believe in
like
that.
different genres. Like okay, Ed
That's
Sheeran
true.
because we're in the same genre in the sense that it's like acoustic pop, right? Ari's like about that like like not PG, and I'm that PG kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
like 34, 35. I'm
Let's
like
get Ed Sheeran.
mathematics, you know.
That's right. Subtraction, multiplication. Let's get Ed Sheeran with you one day. I'd love to see
I would
that. I think a
cry.
lot of your fans are gonna feel that kilig.
Kilig, yes.
And you'd feel that kilig,
mhm.
right? All right. So nice to be chatting with
course.
you. I just was wondering, once the pandemic is over, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Figure out a reason to go to the Philippines. Like I'm like, hey, does anybody have like job for me? Like, do you guys have like a festival I can join or something? So I come with work.
Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. When you come here, let's hang out and let's feel the kilig music.
Yes, exactly.
And come visit Magic 89.9. We love you.
Yes, I could, and then I'll see you in 3D.
All right, awesome. And we'll wear the same outfit as
Again.
now.
I'll
So
remember.
recognize which one's which.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Stephanie Poetri for joining us this afternoon.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
That wraps up. Thank you. That wraps up our quick interview, a quick chat here. You're tuned into today's best music. We are Magic 89.9.